Hi friends, it's Aldana from Elements of Tarot. Today I'm going to be showing some decks that I've owned for a while, but have never quite made it to film or recording. I guess I don't call it film anymore, it's all digital. But yeah, I thought it might be fun instead of a deck haul, more like a debut of older decks that you guys may not have seen. So yeah, it's another, I'm starting to sound like a broken record. It's another snowy day in New York. We just cleaned up 20 inches and we're probably gonna get another inch or two over the next several hours. So getting my workouts in this winter for sure. And now I'm just cozy. I'm just relaxing. The library where I work is closed today, so I thought I'd do another video. So I want to start off with this deck. It is the Black Line Tarot by Agni Prasada Burning. Confront your dark side with this limited edition macabre deck, first edition 2020. I did not get it that long ago. I got it last year. So I have copy 295 out of 525. And that's her signature. I did see Simon at the Hermit's Cave do a walkthrough of this deck. It's very cool. Black and white card deck. I actually sought out her site because her Etsy shop also sells wood burning things that she's created. I bought 3 pebbles, one for me, one for my sister, and one for our mutual best friend Jennifer for Christmas. And then I popped this deck into the cart because I thought it was cool. So I have it in a Moonlit Fay bag. I thought it was perfect because it's black and white. Fits like a little glove. I love it. These are the super cool backs. Feathers, totally reversible. Cardstock is great. It has a lot of spring to it. It's a satiny matte, tarot sized, very easy to shuffle. So let me go through this one with you. So you'll see it's just very simple line drawings, but some of them are truly stunning. Looks like a little Santa. There's the Magician. There are a lot of occult images in this deck. The High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor. It's very easy to read with because of the amount of white space and the large font. The Hierophant. Look at this beautiful Lover's card. I love that. Here's the Chariot. Strength. Are these so nice? The Hermit. Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hangman, Death, Temperance. If you guys hear some crackling, it's my new woodwick candle. I love that. It sounds like a little fireplace roaring. The Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, another favorite card of mine, the Sun, Judgment, and the World. And we have the Ace of Wands, 2, 4, Four of Wands, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, beautiful, Page, Knight, Queen, King, Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, with the octopus, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, sweet, Page, Knight, Queen, King, Ace of Swords, which is the image on the box, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, look at this. The 9 of Swords. Wow, wow, wow. 10. Page of Swords. Knight. Queen of Swords. King. Ace of Pentacles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the falcon, 10, Page, Knight, Queen, and King. Love it. So that's the Black Line Tarot by Agni Prasada Burning. I will link her Etsy shop below. As I said, I bought this, like a month and a half ago. So not sure how many remain of the tarot deck, but even if the tarot's not available, her wood burning stuff is gorgeous too. So check her out. The next one is one of 2 decks that I purchased from Nola James. I believe the company is, Tarot Master Guide. The other one was the Tranquility Tarot. These cards are so reasonably priced, and they are the best cardstock. They're basically the Pagan Otherworlds cardstock. So they're that casino grade linen. They're delightful to shuffle and handle. Oh, look how pretty that looks with my silk little spread cloth I have here. Another Etsy purchase. This one is just a straight up Rider-Waite Smith, but it has lavender and pink and mauve coloration. I love the large white borders. These are a little bigger than standard tarot, as you can see, which I'm fine with. It's still I'm able to handle it and riffle it, and it's a little bit of a stretch. Not too bad though. No, I can still get my hands around it. But let me just do these. I like the scripted font. It's, if you're not into the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith coloring, you might want to consider this. I think it was like $38, which honestly, I've paid for some mass market decks. And this one you're getting fantastic cardstock. I also highly recommend the Tranquility Tarot by the same company. That I've shown on my channel before. Yeah, it's just softer coloring. Judgment, the world. Really pretty. There are so many good versions these days of the RWS, but for me, it never hurts to have one more. It's my go-to deck for sure. I'm gonna speed this along because you all know what this deck looks like. Grays, mauves, some reds. Yeah, it's a great little deck. Oops, that didn't work. Let's see if I can riffle it for you guys, just to show you. Yeah, pretty good. So that is the Amethyst Tarot by Nola James, and her company, or the company that sells them, is tarotmasterguide.com. Again, that I do know that these are still available, so I will put that link below. They have also, I believe, like an emerald with gold foiling deck. And then another one with like a blue and a brown, very watery colorway. All right, what am I gonna do next? All right, let's do this one. So this tarot I saw on Sylvia's channel, the Fairlight Tarot. I got this a while ago. This was an interesting purchase. I saw the images on Sylvia's channel and I was intrigued. The colors are like beige, black, gold, and I like that. I like kind of a simple color palette sometimes. So this is the Tomar, that's the creator, and her name is Debs Allen. And what you do is you can email her at tarotmagicandreason@gmail.com. That's the website. And I had to reach out to her. Apparently this is like a prototype, but I'm not sure why this hasn't been picked up or why it's not more widely seen. It's a brilliant deck, and her writing on it, like the guidebook online, is insane with information, charts and associations, and like she puts so much work into this. I don't understand why it's not everywhere. I just don't. So again, I don't know. This I got later or earlier last year, so I'm not sure what the situation is with regards to availability. There's also something interesting here in that she pairs cards. So like here's the Fool, but then if you look down here, it says the World. So there's an association with the Fool and the World card. And like here's the Magician, but then we also have the Sun and the Empress. So I'll be honest, I haven't had a chance to deep dive this. I was very excited in the beginning, and then for whatever reason, here's the High Priestess and the Magician. If you can look, it's like a little treasure hunt trying to find the correspondences. Torah. The images are abstract, but super cool. Here's the Empress with the Magician and the Tower. So I don't know if it's a numerical association. Anyway, she very kindly sent this note. She said, "Thank you so much for your purchase. Let me know if you would like to arrange a session and I'll be happy to help." So she was willing to kind of do a Facebook, what's that called? FaceTime or something with me to kind of go over the deck. It also came with this instruction sheet about the manual, little tips. There's like a cheat sheet section with some quick tarot spreads to try. Yeah, you can pause that if you want to read it. I haven't really looked at this in a while. I think I might have to go back in and spend some more time. The cardstock is good. It's a satiny matte. Feels like make playing cards maybe. It is tarot sized. These are the backs. They're pretty. Okay, let's go through these. Hierophant, Ethos, Pathos, Logos. The Lovers, the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Rota Fortune, Justice, the Hangman, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower. I love the art style. The Star, the Moon, the Sun. I have a few gold Marseilles this might look nice with. It's not foiled, it's just the color is gold. Judgment, the World, although that would look beautiful, wouldn't it? Ace of Wands, 2. So it's Rider-Waite-Smith. It's, you know, easy to read, even if you don't dive deeper into the, you know, like the corresponding cards. There's like a number down here, 3 of Swords, Venus, and a ram. I don't know, it's so interesting. 5 of Wands, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if I mentioned this is called the TOMAR Tarot. 10 of Wands, Page, Knight, Queen, King, Ace of Cups, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Ace of Swords, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen of Swords, and the King, Ace of Pentacles, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Page, Knight, Queen, and King. So that is the TOMAR Tarot by Debs Allen. And you can find more information on tarotmagicandreason.com. Next, all right, I have two more Rider-Waite-Smith clones. One is the Pastel Rider Fancy Edition by Rune Studio Bewitch. So this was, I saw this somewhere online. Somebody did like a walkthrough of it, and I fell in love. I was like, I need this deck. So I quickly learned that it was out of print, and I started looking for it, but realized there are so many fake versions of this deck out there. So many. In fact, I purchased two by accident, thinking they were real, because they used images from the original website, which I believe may have been hacked, and that's why they stopped producing this deck. Something like that. I think I read about that. So if you do look for this, please be aware that it's cloned a lot, like it's, you know, produced by these shadier companies. One of them I bought was like miniature, and the other was normal size, but like it didn't have the gilding. Look at this pretty pink foil gilding. And there is another Pastel Tarot out there. It's not the same one though. The coloring is different. It's more yellows, oranges, light green. This has more blues, pinks, and light greens. It's a different color shift for the pastels. So again, I'm not going to show you this whole deck because you know what the Rider-Waite-Smith looks like, but I just wanted to share it because it is super pretty. There are quite a few decks in my collection that I haven't shown on camera. I don't know why that is. Sometimes I have busier weeks than others, or I felt like maybe other people had already done better videos, and there were so many out there I didn't feel like it was necessary. But I've realized that I also make these videos for me. It's really nice to see the decks in my collection because I forget sometimes about what I have. You know, when you have probably a couple hundred decks, I haven't counted them at this point. They're all in baskets and boxes and shelves. You forget what you have, I'm sad to say. So these little videos are just kind of a quick reminder and revisit of some really beautiful cards. It's also a way to rediscover decks and not always have to buy new ones. So maybe I'll come up with a clever hashtag for this. I was thinking of something like, I don't know. I can't think of it right now, but we'll see. You'll see in the description if I'm able to come up with anything. These are so pretty though. It's very soft and gentle. I love these pinks and purples and blues. They look so nice. It's a very nice cardstock. It's almost has that powder coating on it. You know what I mean? So when you overhand, it has a nice sound to it. Yeah, so that's the Pastel Rider Tarot Fancy Edition by Studio Bewitch, https://www.b.witch.com. I don't know. I don't know if that still exists or not. You can try to look there. I think I ended up buying this on eBay. So it wouldn't even be worth posting where I found it because it's long gone, but that's what the box, it comes in a 2-piece sturdy box. Both of the fake ones I purchased came in tuck boxes, so be aware. Okay, this is fun. All right, so another Rider-Waite-Smith clone, but this one is in Latvian. So I'm sure many of you don't know, but you may have guessed from my unusual name, Aldana. My parents are from the Baltic states. My dad was born in Lithuania and my mom was born in Latvia. And so I'm considered a Lit-Lat. It's kind of a mutt of the Baltic countries, and I'm proud of it. The agreement my parents made, which is kind of funny, was that if we were born, my sister and I were born boys, that my dad would raise us Lithuanian and we would speak Lithuanian and go to Lithuanian school. But if we were born as girls, my mother would take us to Latvian school. So my poor dad lost out on both counts. But the good news is that the two languages and cultures are similar. And so he used to take us to Latvian school and everything. And he was a really good sport about it. It was fun. Anyway, I got it into my head. I can't remember what it was. I'm like, I wonder if there are any Latvian tarot decks out there, because why not, right? So I did a little looking, and on Etsy there actually is a shop that sells decks in Latvian. So this is one of two that I got. It came nicely wrapped. The guidebook is also in un to nozīmē, and that means it's all in Latvian. So it's really fun. So I speak Latvian, I read Latvian. I'm not perfect. I don't speak it all the time. My mom has passed away, and my dad doesn't speak it. He speaks Lithuanian, but my husband does speak Latvian, and my son has been learning, and our dear friends speak Latvian. So I don't know, it's just really cool. It's really cool. Like vientuļnieks is the hermit, which means somebody who spends time alone, somebody who's by himself. And there are like keywords. It gives the astrological signs. Like strength is Leo, Lauva, which means lion. It's really neat. I'm happy to have this in my collection. I'll show you some of the cards. The cardstock is terrible. It's super thin and like not sturdy. I have a feeling it might, you know, see, it doesn't spring back. I should be careful with this. Shipping costs more than the deck, as usual. The backs are cute. And these are not in order. But I just get such a kick out of it. Monnaie to Kartis, the king of money. And then it gives 3 keywords on the bottom. Here's, we have judgment, the moon, 3 of cups, abundance, joy. Panakum is like things coming to you, good things. Page of Cups, the Fool. The, you know, again, I'm not too crazy about the illustrations. They're a little simple, I guess. You know, there's not a lot of detailing in the faces. But again, this is just a really cool, fun deck to have in my collection. I had to have at least one Latvian deck. And I'm going to keep my eye out for more because I think they're cool. All right. Moving right along. I don't have too many left. I think I have 2 left. But I'm going to definitely do this again because older decks need love too, right? And sometimes they're easier to get. The new ones tend to go out of print quickly, and you have to wait for a reprint, but something that's been around for maybe a year or 2, chances are you'll be able to find them easier. I don't even remember what I put in this one. What is this? This is a lovely Peggy bag. It's one of their larger ones. Oh yes, okay. So this is just an oracle deck. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. It's the Black Moon Astrology Cards deck by Susan Shepard. This is a Blue Angel deck. I have collected a few astrology decks in the past year, but I have not shown this one. And I really, sorry, I'm just gonna put on my little shawl here. I'm freezing. It's like, I think 12 degrees outside, so shoveling snow was super fun. And now I have a little chill. Okay, so what I like about this deck is that it has the keywords next to the planets and all the different cards. I also like that it's kind of abstract. I think this would look really nice with like the Margaret Peterson Tarot, which has a similar vibe. What else do I have that it would look nice with? Maybe the Ithel Calhoun deck, Tarot is Color. Maybe the Siliconway Shimmering Veil would look nice with this. Moon, Soul. Mercury, Mind. Venus, Love. Mars, Force. So as someone who's starting to learn more about astrology, having a deck like this with the keywords right next to the planet name is very helpful. I did purchase some kind of oversized flashcards, which I showed in my last video. But this one has, you know, very pretty artwork to go with. So it's like the full package. And it's also really great cardstock, nice and sturdy. It will pair well with some of my oversized decks for sure. Neptune is Sacrifice. Pluto, Transformation. So at first glance, it just looks like maybe a planet, but if you look more closely, there's a face in there. It's very cool. Black Moon, Lilith, Mystery. Aries, I am. Taurus, I have. Gemini, I think. Cancer, I feel. Leo, I will. Virgo, I analyze. Libra, I balance. Scorpio, I transform. Sagittarius, I see. Capricorn, I use. Aquarius, I know. Pisces, I believe. First house, the body. Did I show you the size? Yeah, it's definitely oracle size. Second house, owning. Third house, messages. Fourth house, roots. Fifth house, creativity. Sixth house, routine. Seventh house, partners. Eighth house, endings, beginnings. Ninth house, faith. And the Ouija board over there. Palmistry. 10th house, the world. 11th house, friends. 12th house, escape. Fire element, desire. Earth element, stability. Air element, communicating. Water element, sensing. North node, life's purpose. South node, life's debts. Lunar eclipse, change. Solar eclipse, revolution. Part of fortune, increase. Grand trine, blessings. Grand cross, provoker. Yod, destiny. Jupiter return, benefits. Saturn return, age. Mercury retrograde, reinvention. And void of course, moon, missing. Yeah, so you get 52 cards. These are the backs. Very pretty. I got this on Amazon, I think. And that's the Black Moon Astrology cards by Susan Shepard. All right, folks, we have one last cool deck that I haven't shown on my channel. This is not a tarot deck, not really an oracle deck, but this is a rune deck. It's the Cosmic Whisper Rune deck by Kokorina. And this I've had for a couple of years, actually. Made in Sweden. It comes in this great velvet bag. But look at these cards, you guys. It's like a brick of gold. These are the backs. They look almost like leather. But each card it's like almost like wood. It's solid. So when you're using these, it's just such a pleasant, tactile experience. It's yummy. So let me go through these. Ansu's God. So she has the rune, the et that the rune is in, the symbol, the name, and then a keyword at the bottom. This is Berkano, in Tears at Birch. Fehu, Wealth. Gebo, and again, forgive me if I'm pronouncing these incorrectly. Gift. Kinaz, Torch. Rido, Wagon. They look so pretty laid out. It's like literally bars of gold. Right? They're so special. Sometimes I'll pull one just to give like sort of like an oracle card. Uruz, Wunjo, Algis, Awas, Hagalas, Isa, which is ice, fitting for today. Yera or Jera, year. Nautis, need. They're so thick, I feel like I'm pulling out two, but it's just one. Pertho, fate. Sowillo, sun. Dagas, day. Awas, two horses. Ingus, seed. Lagus, water. Manaz, mankind. Othala, homeland. Tiwaz, sky god. Fehu, wealth. Gebo, gift. Kinaz, torch. Aren't they beautiful? So this deck came before this beautiful book that matches the deck, Cosmic Whispers. This she was selling kind of on her own. I think this was a Kickstarter. It says, the runes are a fascinating piece of literature that narrates the story of a hero's journey through life's ebbs and flows. The Elder Futhark consists of 24 runes, each representing a chapter in the hero's tale. Together, these runes weave a coherent, interconnected narrative. Sorry, I'm trying to read it, but show you guys at the same time. That spans the hero's journey. The runes are not just a literary marvel, but also an alphabet that bears witness to the enduring power of storytelling and humanity's yearning for purpose and significance. Discover the world of the Cosmic Whispers to learn how to use the runes as a tool for divination and delve into the ancient past to uncover the myths, cultural identity, and legends that surround them. Kokarina.com. Let me just open this up. So it reads like a storybook. I don't know how else to say it. You know, she talks a little bit about her interactions with the runes, how she started reading them, her history with them, the origins of the runes. But it's a very simple kind of melodic read with the stories of the mythology. Like here's Odin, Asgard, writing with the runes, bind runes, rune casting, single rune casting. There's so much here. Different spreads you can do. I can't fit it all in the frame. But this deck is absolutely stunning, and I would expect nothing less from her. She's a genius when it comes to design, and I'm really happy to have this set. All right, friends, so that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a great rest of the week. I'll be back to work as usual tomorrow, hopefully. And they're saying that we're supposed to get another blizzard next weekend. So I'm sure I'll be back here again with something else, maybe some more older found decks that you might find interesting. All right, I hope you all have a great day. Thank you. Bye.